We're going to practice finding volume of composite shapes by doing these 4 problems together. So you should have just watched our notes video where you can cut the shapes 2 different ways. Like you could cut this shape vertically or you could cut this shape horizontally. So for the purposes of this video, we all need to cut it the same way so that our work will all be the same. Now I'm going to use a highlighter. And if you have a highlighter or a marker or something, it would help. You can also shade it with your pencil. I just like the highlighter works faster. So if we cut this vertically, that's up and down. So we're going to have this pink rectangular prism in the front, and then we would have this white rectangular prism in the back. So we're going to write the dimensions of each. So I'm going to put a P for pink and a W for white. And yes, you're going to do that on your paper, except maybe your colors aren't pink and white. Maybe they're gray and white or purple and white, or I don't know. Okay? So you have a colored one and a white one. So the dimensions of, let's do the pink one first. So we cannot use this 10 because this 10 is partially pink and partially white. I'm going to cross this 10 off because I can't use it. Now this, it's a little easy on this particular page because you can actually just count and see that the length is 2. But if you couldn't count, what you would do is this side right here is 8 because this side is 8 because this side is 8. So if this is 8, 10 take away 8 is 2. So the length of our pink piece is 2. The width is 6, and the height is 2 because it's too tall. So if we multiply, 2 times 6 is 12, times 2 more is 24 cubic feet. All right, now we're going to get the dimensions of our white piece. We already found the length is 8. The width is the same width as the pink piece. It's 6. And our height is 4. So 8 times 6 is 48. I'm going to come up here and do 48 times 4 more. That's 32, 66, 19. So that's 192 cubic feet. And then we're going to add the volume of our pink and our white piece together. So that's 6, 11. So our total volume is 216 cubic feet. All right, for number 2. We could cut our shape this way and have this long skinny piece right here and this fat piece right here, or we could just cut it this way so we have this little bitty piece on top, which is what I'm going to do. So we have our pink prism and we have our white prism. So again, we're going to put, let me go back to my pen, a P for pink and a W for white. So our pink piece, our length is 1. Our width, this is our width. It's the same width as this, the same width as this. Our width is 3. And our height is 2. Our height is 2. It's too tall. So 1 times 3 times 2 is 6 cubic centimeters. Now we're going to do the dimensions of our white piece. Our length is 10 right here. Our width is 3 right here. And our height is not 8. We cannot use this 8 because this 8 is both white and pink. So we're not allowed to use it. Okay, we just said earlier our pink height was 2. Well, what's 8 minus 2? It's 6. Also, if you look over here, your height is 6. So 10 times 3 times 6. So 10 times 3 is 30, and then 30 times 6 more is 180 cubic centimeters. But then we're going to add our pink and our white piece together, which is a total volume of 186 cubic centimeters. All right, number 3. We're going to cut this shape right here. So we're going to have this pink rectangular prism and that white rectangular prism. So we'll have a P and a W. We cannot use this 8, cross it off, because it's pink and white. This white piece is 3, 3, 3. Well, 8 minus 3 is 5, so the length of this pink piece, is 5. So the length is 5, the width is 3, and the height is 3. So 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 times 3 is 45 cubic feet. For our white piece, the length is 3. The width is 8. Yes, I can use this 8. And the height is 3. Same height as our last shape. 3 times 8 is 24. And then we have 24 times 3 more. It's 72. Then we're going to add both our pink and our white volumes together. 7, 11. 117 cubic feet. For our last problem, we actually have 3 rectangular prisms. We don't just have 2. So I'm going to shade this flat one here in the middle. There we go. So now we have a pink piece and we have 2 white pieces. Not 1, but 2 white pieces. All right. Let's do our white pieces first. Our white pieces actually have the same dimensions. So our length is 1. On both white pieces, our length is 1. Our width is 6. On both white pieces, our width is 6 times 6. And our height is 6. On both white pieces, our height is 6. This 5 is if we stopped right here, but we didn't. We go all the way down, so our height is 6, and we can count to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, our height is 6. So 1 times 6 times 6 is 36, and that's cubic inches. Now, the reason I did the white pieces first is this. A lot of people want to use this 8. We cannot use this 8. This 8 is pink and white. We have to take the white pieces off. This was 1 and this was 1. 8 minus 1 is 7, minus 1 more is 6. So the length of our pink piece is 6. The width is 6. It's the same exact width. And the height is 1. So 6 times 6 times 1 is 36 cubic inches. And we're going to add all 3 of them together. You could multiply 36 times 3. It's 18, 3, 6, 9, 108 cubic inches. So this page is starting off easy because you actually had the squares that you could count. Tomorrow, when we do our work, there are no squares to count. You have to be very, very careful and make sure you're picking the right dimensions. But we will have a video to work on these together tomorrow. If y'all have any questions, email me.